Hello, welcome to my video about Taurus versus Scorpio, Scorpio versus Taurus, who is the strongest zodiac sign. Keep in mind, this is all for fun, all right? I have a lot of these videos where I do, verses, so check out my channel for that. Make sure if you're new, you subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I go live. If you would like a personal reading, I am an astrologer as well as a psychic tarot reader. Make sure you check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, where you can purchase a reading from me, all right? So this is about Scorpio versus Taurus, who's the strongest zodiac sign. It's my belief that each zodiac sign has their own specific, unique skills, talents, and strengths that makes them strong in their own unique way, okay? Now, who is the strongest? Hey, CH Productions. Hey, Siobhan. Lo, you messy for this, child. It's a Friday night, and I felt like being a little messy. I have to admit it. But let's get into it. What's going on? Make sure you guys like the video as you guys come in. I see 4 likes, 8 people. Thank you guys so much. Scorpio versus Taurus. Now, this is an interesting battle, all right, because these are two polar opposite zodiac signs. And you guys know I always say that polar opposites attract, meaning, a lot of times polar opposites have common, themes in their lives, common values, common lessons, common things, that attract them to each other, all right? And one thing that I find in common when it comes to battles, Scorpio versus Taurus, is that these two are very patient zodiac signs. Let's keep it real. Scorpio and Taurus are both very, very patient. All right. Taurus is an earth sign. All right. And, earth signs tend to be very cautious, methodical. Although I will say out of the earth signs, Taurus is more temperamental. Taurus is more so the expressive earth sign that, after a while they'll crack. Scorpio, I will say, has, a better poker face than I think Taurus does, which works to their benefit, right? In battle, I think. Hey, Mercedes. Hi, I'm here, Scorpio, Sun with Taurus Moon. Yes. Hey, the Enlightened One. Hey, Kopani. I dated a Taurus. He was first. Me too, Sun. Yes. So I will say that with Scorpios, they do have a really, really good poker faces, and that works to their benefit in a lot of ways. Hey, Murray, how are you? Now, one thing I was saying that they're both very patient zodiac signs, though. Taurus is an earth sign ruled by Venus. So, automatically Venus is a kind of zodiac sign that, Venus is a lover, not a fighter. So, Taurus is not really the one to fight unless backed into a corner. Now, the thing about Scorpio is that a Scorpio will back you into a corner. Scorpio is that type of zodiac sign where they will push your buttons and they'll push you to figure out how far you can go. How far will it take for you to crack? That's a Scorpio. And with a Taurus who, is I'll say all the earth signs are very temperamental, but Taurus the most, because Tauruses are very stubborn. For Taurus is going to stick to, nope, I'm not reacting, I'm not doing anything. That's what they're going to stick to. But eventually a Taurus, like I said, will crack, because they have this energy sometimes of, needing to speak their truth, needing to express, that they can only bottle up so much, a Taurus, Yes. At least with the earth signs, where you're saying exactly. That's what I'm saying. Scorpios can be a little bit sneaky when it comes to, their poker faces, and being able to play the game a bit, being actors and actresses. So that's one thing that Scorpios have over Taurus. But, for the most part, these are two very, very patient people in battle. Also people who play mind games a bit, all right? So especially Scorpio. Now, I will say that with these two, they kind of met their match. This is kind of a tough battle. But like I said, Scorpio is the type of zodiac sign, both being ruled by both Pluto and Mars, okay? Mars rules aggression, it rules war, so automatically a Scorpio is built for war, right? Whereas Taurus, being ruled by Venus, maybe isn't the most built for war compared to Scorpio, but a Taurus can still stand on its own, right? It's the bull, So, but Scorpio is ruled by both Pluto and Mars. Mars rules aggression, it rules war. Pluto rules death, rebirth. Okay, so a Scorpio is the type of sign where it's willing to risk its life in battle, which Taurus, being ruled by Venus, Venus can be a little bit vain. Honey, Venus is not trying to break a nail, much less lose its life in battle, But I will say, that Tauruses can be very crafty as well, especially when pushed into a corner. Now, the thing about Taurus is you have to keep in mind that Tauruses, once they've been pushed into a corner, once they've been pushed to their limit, and they're forced to kind of think on their toes, Tauruses, can be a threat. You know what I'm saying? Tauruses are actually people who are really, really good on, thinking on their toes, very practical types of people when it comes to battle. A Taurus is really, really good at conserving their energy, actually, versus kind of expending it all compared to a Scorpio, So I will say that. Now, when it comes to this battle as well, we have to keep in mind that we have here earth versus water. All right. So, water, the ability to go deep, the ability to go to the depths. All right. Once again, also the ability to stay underwater for long periods of time, whereas Taurus, cannot survive underwater for long periods of time, if at all. Can Tauruses even swim? Or can bulls swim? I don't know. Let me know if bulls can swim. All right. But the thing about Scorpios actually is that they're a scorpion. And even, with the Scorpion, Phoenix, Eagle stage, you're a bird. So even then, you can't even stay in water that long. So at some point, a Scorpio does have to come up. So there is an element where Scorpios, they crack eventually, But, once again, Scorpios are extremely quick on their toes. The thing with Taurus is that, Taurus takes a while to kind of get up to meet that kind of Mars energy that I think Taurus or that Scorpios have, that can automatically just kind of come out in battle from the jump. All right. I will say that there's something about these two in battle where they like to, how sometimes the birds, they're like, or like a bird will kind of show its wings, like, a snake will hiss when it's angry, when it's about to, kind of attack. That's kind of these two where it can be much more bark and less bite in battle, but depending on the severity of the situation, depending on the emotions, depending on the drama behind the battle itself, it can be all bite. All right, so it really depends on the specific situation when dealing with this battle. All right. Those Taurus explosions are few and far in between, but they are super intense. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Bree. By the way, hey, Bree. That is exactly what I'm saying. Tauruses are the types of people who, it takes a while for them to get up to the point of wanting to fight the war, because once again, they're lovers, not fighters, but once they've gotten to that point, it's hard to pull them back. So don't kind of Taurus out in this battle, at all. You're in Aries, but you're really shy and you don't get very angry quickly. Taurus not as petty. I agree, Siobhan. Taurus is not as petty. Hey, Tawanda. Hey, Mercedes. Again. Yeah, Taurus are practical. Exactly. If I was going to war, I would take a Taurus because they will win the war. Exactly. Tauruses are the types of people. Now, here's the thing, because Tauruses have, this thing where they're more patient than Scorpio, although both are patient. Scorpio can easily get frustrated with Taurus and its stubbornness, because Taurus is the types of people in battle, we're talking in battle, in the battle arena, we're keeping it on this level in this sphere, right? When it comes to that, a Scorpio is more likely to test, their opponent. They're more likely to kind of figure out their opponent's psyche, what their psychological, situation is, what makes them tick, what pushes them to their limit, Scorpio is like a reaction, because that's what a Scorpio kind of is able to feed off of is a Taurus's reaction. But the thing with Taurus is that a Taurus is not going to give you a reaction, or it's not going to give you the reaction that you want. A Taurus is, it's an earth sign. It's very practical. They're going to conserve their energy. They don't have time for the games. The Taurus, once they take a stand in battle, they're just taking that stance, and there's nothing you can do about it. And that's the most frustrating part, I think, in this battle for Scorpio, is the fact that Tauruses can be even so stubborn in their stance. Meaning, okay, we can put it on a human level. Like, Scorpio is the type of sign where you're going to want to talk. You're going to want to talk things out. You're going to want to, be able to get your emotions out. Whereas a Taurus, if they decided, nope, I'm giving you the cold shoulder, I'm giving you the silent treatment, you're getting that. In a Scorpio, there's nothing you can do about it, to change a Taurus's mind, until you maybe push that Taurus into a corner, and then the truth comes out. And usually the truth is marred by a little bit of pettiness because you pushed them into the corner and they didn't want to be in the corner. So that's what I'm feeling, with this battle. My dad's a Taurus and he's usually calm. Exactly. Tauruses are very calm people in battle, actually, not easily riled up. They're thinkers, but also there's something about Taurus where they will kind of react based off of a Scorpio. Tauruses, don't count a Taurus out. Tauruses are really, really good at reading body language. They're sensual people. They're good at reading body language. So they can tell when a Scorpio is just bluffing. They can tell when a Scorpio is being real. You know what I'm saying? So, a Taurus, kind of like Scorpio as well, reacts more so to energy than actual actions. My father's a Taurus. He's usually very calm, but very scary when his temper came out. Exactly. Hey, Ghost Rider. Scorpio want to feed off your energy. Exactly, Siobhan. Yes, Scorpios feed off of energy, kind of like a Taurus, but a Taurus is more practical with it. You know? Like a Taurus knows when to feed off your energy and to conserve its energy and kind of feed off its own. Like, they're really good at that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're an earth sign, so they kind of know when, okay, the coast is clear. I can, start moving. I can start thinking of my next move. Whereas a Scorpio is kind of always, moving, always thinking, what can I do? What can I do to get them out of this stubborn moment that, they're in right now? What can I do to really make them tick, to make them, blow up? So sometimes it can turn into that battle of the wits, battle of, battle of the poker faces, I guess, is how to, explain it, between these two sometimes. I had a hand pulled from my ex-Taurus. How pissed he is. Child. Yes, Taurus hate change. Exactly. Happy 2019. Yes, Happy New Year. Taurus don't want to risk it all to get you. Scorpio, well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Siobhan. Taurus will not risk it all. Scorpio will. And that's the difference between these two. That's the major difference between these two, because that's Pluto. Pluto's willing to destruct, not only destruct, but self-destruct, for the purposes of renewing again, becoming anew. So that stubborn streak ain't no joke. It really isn't, Tawanda, with those Tauruses. It's really not. Tauruses can be so stubborn. I see 24 people in here and 11 likes. I need to see more likes, please. Thank you so much for your likes. I really, really appreciate it. What else are you guys thinking for this battle? I think who's the strongest? It really depends on how we're looking from the situation. I think both are strong in their own right. I think it would depend on the context of the situation as well. Who's more willing to risk it all? Because let's keep it real, Tauruses have a way about them where they can risk it all sometimes, depending on how passionate they are about the cause or about, whatever the situation is. So I think both are strong in their own right. Who do you guys think is the strongest in this case? I want to know what your thoughts are. Yes, more likes. I was thinking that. Yes, I see 13 likes and 25 people in the room. Please like the video as you guys come in. I really appreciate your likes, your subscribes, and also make sure you contact me for a reading on my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. But seriously, I see 13 people and 24 people and 13 likes. I need to see more likes. I love your likes. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I think both are equally strong in different ways. I agree, Tawanda. It's hard to choose one. Stinger Sting Scorpio. Okay, Mercedes says Scorpio. It depends on the battle. I agree, Siobhan. Battle of Poker Face happen almost every day at my house between my Taurus father and myself. Thank you. Exactly. And then eventually there always comes a point where, one of you or both of you crack. Either one of you gets, maybe, the Taurus gets irritated. The Scorpio had a rough day. And then it may turn into both of you cracking. You know what I'm saying? But eventually you crack. These two crack in battle. And by crack, I mean your mask cracking. You know what I'm saying? Like your mask that you're wearing. Taurus are mentally strong. Scorpio more aggressive, so both strong. I agree. Thank you, Maury. The Enlightened One says Scorpio hands down. Okay. Mercedes, Scorpio are horny. I have a friend. He is one. Saw some dingleberry. Ooh, child. Siobhan, if it's about money, Taurus. If it's about a deeper emotional issue, Scorpio. I agree. And it depends on the situation. But I think both are very strong. I think both are very capable of winning in a battle. And I think both are a force to be reckoned with. I'm going to have to keep it real. So this is a tough one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I thank you guys so much for being here. Remember, if you want a personal reading, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I am available for personal readings. And also make sure you subscribe. Dingleberry. I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Clearly, we have a lot of fun on this channel. Also, hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get notification whenever I go live, whether you're new or not. Yeah, because we need the second and the eighth house. Exactly. Exactly. Like we need it. You know, the second and the eighth house is uber important when it comes to our birth charts. By the way, I do birth charts, so check out my website. Don't be scared to admit Scorpio 1. I mean, it depends on the situation, you know. I have no doubt that a Scorpio can win this battle, but I think, you know, depending on the situation, Taurus could definitely, you know, come through. So let me know what you think in the comments below, honeys. I love you guys. Remember to subscribe. And if you would like a personal psychic tarot reading or an astrology birth chart reading, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I'll catch you guys in the next live. And share with your friends and family too, okay? I keep referring back to my birth chart reading. Super helpful. Yes, Bree. Yes. That's what I want. Like, I want you guys to, like, you know, it's not a one-time thing when you get a birth chart reading from me. It's going to be something that you refer back to, like, for years. You know, that's the purpose. I need to start getting it into paper form. But I think, I don't know, we're in the internet age, social media, digital age. Who reads anymore, you know? Even though I have a book out right now, Zodiac Sign Sex Language, available now on Amazon. Hey, Dice. Hey, Tania. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you guys in the next live, okay? And you guys have a great Friday. Great rest of your Friday going into Saturday where I am, okay? Love you guys. Good night. Good morning. Good evening. Wherever it is you are, whatever time it is you are. Enjoy life. Peace out.